successful trading.
Our traders in our Discord room are recording 10 baggers week in and week out. Our one-on-one coaching featuring flow algo, technical analysis, position sizing, and risk management.
While we learn to trade options as a beginner.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Successful Trading for this morning in Southern California, where we are Mr. Thomas, a.k.a. Juice. Yes, we will find out why Juice. Yeah. It's with us. He's the trader of the month inside of our Discord room. So without any further ado, let's turn to Mr. Thomas and ask him. Welcome, Mr. Thomas. How are you, sir?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Excited.
Excellent. Excellent. The first question that, at least for me, I definitely want to know is the name Juice, because every morning I have a hard time when I see that on there, calling you by that. So how does that come about? What does Juice has? What made you choose the handle Juice?
Oh, that was just a nickname I had growing up playing baseball with some of my friends that they would call me. So I thought it was a good trader's nickname.
Oh, you may have shared that with one of the trader, because she started talking baseball at one point, but I didn't catch the beginning of that conversation. The bases are Juice. So you were a big home run hitter or something like that?
Just fast on the bases.
Okay.
More as fast runner, not as much as a power hitter.
Okay. All right. Oh, very good. Very good. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay. Now I feel more comfortable saying Juice. Okay. This is a nickname. It's a nickname. I will share that on Monday morning in the pre-market, if you don't mind. Okay. So how before we ask maybe how long you have been with Successful Trading, let's share with the viewers how did you discover Successful Trading? And
I think it was I must have been researching Flow Algo, and you had a video on there, and I started looking at some of your past videos of your successful traders.
Okay.
Jack, medical student, and I think you had it with Carol too as well.
Okay.
And just got intrigued on your system and how it worked, and then you came out before I had a little meeting with you. You came out with the VWAP videos on the bullish and the bearish trades.
Yes.
So that got me very interested. So I started just barely trading options in like May or June with another group, but this was your was definitely different, and the technical analysis seems a lot easier to understand. My other group I was in was more a lot of penny stocks trading, which I was not good at.
I see.
Doing that.
So you have been with Successful Trading for a month?
I believe so. Yeah, I think July 6th.
Oh yeah, July 6th. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, share of that. Okay, in the span of 4 weeks. Wow, that's impressive. Trader of the month on your first month. So just transition from baseball folks to trading, natural for this trader. but more seriously. So you started in May. But what drove you to trading? Because what's your background, sir? If you don't mind sharing.
My background, I've been in the insurance industry for about 20 years.
Okay.
So I've been doing that as a career. Full time. And
Excellent.
then we also do, my wife and I, we do some buy and hold real estate.
I see.
So we're starting to try to grow that up. So I've looked at trading for additional income.
Excellent.
To help that out.
Excellent. Okay. Very good. Thank you for sharing. So then you embark on this path of trading, tried some penny stock, didn't go. I mean, we heard that story from some of our members. And then your interest was piqued by Successful Trading and the methodology. So since July 6th, what has been your experience overall? In terms of, maybe let's start with what has been some of your successes, and then describe some of the challenges that you have had to face.
I'd say it's been a great experience with your system. It's different, definitely different looking at out of the money options versus a lot of in the money options. I think the technical analysis came quickly to me. So I did have some successes of some trades. I like the alerts that you do every week and see him move. As far as successes, when I joined, I think my first good trade that we were all in was probably FedEx.
All right.
Um,
I'm trying to show the traders on here. This is the inside of
okay.
our room. Carry on, Mr. Thomas. I'm just showing them
Okay.
in the background here, some of our winners.
I mean, if you really just stick to what you tell us in the system and the VWAP strategy, when it's bullish above that and high of the day, highs of highs, and you go in and continues move, you make really good money on it. I think FedEx, probably my favorite trade that I did was Twillo, definitely.
Okay, we saw that a little bit here. So we are inside on here. We are with Mr. Jack from, well, actually, I'm not going to be giving the name of the people, not the name, the location of the people for privacy reason. That's something that's done on me the other day because, hey, this is the internet and everything. So we are with a trader of, one of the trader of Successful Trading. He's Trader of the Month, and he gladly joined us this morning. And we are going through here in our Just Winner section room inside of our Discord channel. Here is a trade that's Mr. Thomas, a.k.a. Juice, is sharing on here. And thank you, sir, actually, for posting more. You're one of those traders who you post pretty much all of your wins on here. The aim of posting the wins for those are in the internet line on there is that some other traders, when they first come and look for a service, they need to see that, hey, actual traders are making money out of it, because otherwise, hey, why join something on there? So we have a channel on here where people, the first thing that they do, and for us, we like to have fun with the 10 baggers. So we're reviewing some of the trade that Mr. Thomas just talked about. This was his first trade, his first winning trade, as he just shared with us, 207% on FedEx. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? What was the setup that if you can remember? Obviously, this has been over 2 weeks.
It was a while ago, but
yeah.
It was definitely bullish. You know, I went in once it was, you know, higher than the VWAP, and then once it, I usually wait for maybe the second candle, wait for the first candle to be done, and then see with second candle for confirmation. And it was bullish, and I think we might have carried it for another day on there.
That's true.
The one thing I learned initially, I wasn't going all the way out what your alerts were. So I was probably my strike price was a little bit below what yours was. So I would have probably made a bit more money on this one.
Okay.
I think some of the traders were 500-600% on it.
Okay. Very, very good points on here. Let's explain to the audience what Mr. Thomas is referring to. So actually, we can go and quickly, hopefully we have that. This was 2 weeks ago, so on the 16th of July. We're going to show you the list of the alerts. FedEx actually had this particularity is that I think FedEx was in the original list of alert, or what was it? FedEx is one that came midweek, or was it? Yes, this is it. This is what happened. So this is the true alert. This is how you receive alert, folks. You will be receiving alerts should you decide to join. So Mr. Thomas, who we are chatting with this morning, received this alert on FedEx July 17, 150 puts and 165 calls. So what that means was that this trade was a strangle. Yeah, we can go back quickly here on the chart to just showcase what we're talking about. So maybe let's use a 30 minutes or an hour interval. This is inside of TradingView. If you don't know this tool, Mr. Thomas, do you use TradingView as your charting tool, or do you use something else?
No, I have TradingView. I'm still on the free version, where it might not have all the indicators you do, but yeah, I use it.
Yeah, the TradingView, for those who do not know, they have its limitation that you can have 3 indicators on here, and we will teach you about these indicators, by the way. So meaning we have traders who have no technical background, indication, or predisposition to that, like Mr. Thomas, unlike Mr. Thomas, who had it, and he has been flying ever since. So on the 16th, this is the move, the 2-day move. So on the 14th, the alert came here, as we saw on the Discord. We're going to go and flashback that. So this move on here at the time, on the 14th, the stock is trading at what's the price here? 157, 158 thereabout. And for us, we were recommending the 165 call. That they are very, very far from the current price, right? That strike. So Mr. Thomas his comments that we are trying to clarify that, hey, he did not use necessarily this strike price, which there's a trade-off. Yeah, we need to understand that as a trader. This strike price expiring the same week, we are the 14 folks, meaning expiration is within 3 days. It's going to be cheaper. That's the upside, if you will, meaning you are not spending that much money. But conversely, you are taking a risk because there is a very low probability of you making money on it. On the other hand, if let's say you reduce the strike price, which strike did you use, Mr. Thomas?
I think it was 162.50.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we saw that on the weekend. So by Mr. Thomas lowering, he paid a little bit more initially, but increased his probability of start making money. There's that trade-off on there. Our system is, Mr. Thomas call is different. It's a little bit nuts or aggressive, if you will, in the sense that.
Yeah, and I think the one thing I'm going to say is that, and some services you would tell us, what trades you're in. You do not do that. So it's a system that you're going to actually learn how to trade on your own using the technical analysis, which I like a lot.
All right.
You're not telling us what you're getting into. People with limited knowledge, I think, could do this. I do a lot of studying of the charts, of the alerts, past, how much movement these stocks are doing in the past.
Okay. So yeah, Mr. Thomas is bringing a point on here that the trading in the trading world, there are most services, they are doing what some of my traders here call spoon feeding people, meaning that you being the service provider, you will go and specifically say, hey, I am go buy at this instantaneously, because for it, we do that here. We give you the strikes and we give you the expiration. What's missing on here is the price of that option, because as the markets, as of now, this was on Friday, right? So we give this on Friday. So we do not know at the time. We could give you a price for those options, but come Monday, the market will gap in either direction. There's no telling you. But most alert systems, they send you a text message, instantaneous one. Go buy this much. But the truth out of it, let me reveal a secret for you. What happened is that those alerts, they can take glory, whatever they want. They only send you the alert that they front run the trade, yeah? They make money on it, and then they send you the text. Thus, when you come now, you receive the text, you cannot buy it at the same price that they bought it. You are lucky if the move is continuing, you make money. But for them, they can go into the media to say, hey, such and such stock did this, and we alerted our traders. Not that many traders were able to make money of it. Here in our system, we teach you such that you can actually get the same entry as anybody who's trading it, myself included. I've been telling traders, I'm trying to convince traders, Mr. Thomas, that I trade 90% of my money is spent on these trades. Why? Because now we have the answer to that. Because of the statistics that are involved. We start sharing this in social media. Week after week now, we are able actually, this is a summary over the last 10 weeks here. So we don't have the data for this past week. Actually, I haven't put it. But in average, our stock moved 9%. Where do I take the stock from? Because that's another question a lot of people do not know. Even some of our traders, because if they knew, maybe that will instill a little bit more confidence. And for me, that's really the point that I need to drive across. We have a piece of computer that was created in 2017. I created that in 2017. So statistically, the aim of that computer is to give us stocks that are going to make a move within a week time. Hence, we're always trading weekly options. There's the now, it's other. We have talked about this in the video this week, but now those of you viewing this interview with Mr. Thomas who has been using it, that's why we trade weekly options. And we trade them with out of the money options, either puts or call. We are not biased in either direction. You can see that on some weeks on here, the puts are gaining, meaning you have negative values in the achievement column, positive values. So let me ask you, Mr. Thomas, ready? Let's be on the open here. What's your preferred side to trade? Do you prefer to trade calls or do you prefer to trade puts? I'm putting you on the spot.
No, just like everyone else, you definitely prefer calls. Everyone, I don't know.
Why is that? Why is that? Because we can spend our entire day on this. This, trust me. Why is that?
I don't know. I think people are more positive and you know, want these stocks to move and do well, like Twilio. And you know, when you get in on a good entry and it keeps going and going, I mean, that is it's a wonderful feeling.
Okay.
Make a trade. But knowing from you, you know, puts you do make more money on the
Puts pay more, Mr. Thomas. We have this private joke inside of our Discord room every single time. When the market is going down, I can tell you, at least my experience over the first 2 months, we have only been doing this year with this group since May the 25th, folks. I've noticed a deaf silence in the Discord room if the market is trending down. As if psychologically, I'm not sure. Maybe some people are busy trading, making money or something. Now, Mr. Thomas prefer calls. For me, I learned, I used to be like that. I think it's just, as a new trader, it has something to do with our psyche. Personally, I prefer puts, because when you are winning on puts, that money comes in fast. When the stock is going down, it goes down at a faster pace. And so I prefer put, but one thing that I say to traders, please do not really bring your ego or your whatever that you think, that trade what the market shows you. So hence for us, Mr. Thomas was alluding to the videos that we created. I will always remember that day because that was a very frustrating day for me. We have been growing, folks, right? So since May the 25th, onboarding new traders, and I was feeling a frustration that I'm failing these traders because the one-on-one that we have, I haven't given them something by which they can just go, hey, I apply this set of criteria and I know when to enter a trade. So we created this video, how to trade a bearish setup, how to trade a bullish setup. Mr. Thomas, you are my witness. This is the back end of our YouTube channel. These 2 videos were created literally, they are about 10, 15 minutes of duration each. They were created back to back. One of them has 217 views. One of them has 115 views. Which one do you think has the most view people? The bullish one. So what Mr. Thomas is saying is what the general public does. People prefer calls. So this is 2 pieces of education. Now somebody could tell me, Terex, don't you know that maybe people are attracted to the green color in terms of clicking your YouTube video? I've actually done a study on that. Trust me, folks. I purposely put them with different colors, and I can't change that. Yeah, because when YouTube flashes this stuff, but I mean, in all seriousness, yes, we have data on. We have over 150 or 170 videos if we count our pre-market analysis. The human nature is when things are trending up because it does with our psyche. That's what happened. So meaning that if I have an example of a video, the title is call examples or put examples, the call examples will do much, much better. Much, much better. Hey, back to Mr. Thomas, because he's our trader of the month of July here at Successful Trading. We know, so far we have established, we know why his name is Juice, has to do with baseball and the nickname that he had on there. We know that his favorite stock to trade is what? Because yesterday I thought I picked something. You just mentioned Twilio, but yesterday you saw you have new friends, a new friend stock or something like that.
Oh, probably when I day trade Roku on the put side.
Okay.
I've done well on there.
All right.
Doing day trades.
Okay. So which one is your favorite so far? Again, on limited sample of 1 month. Could you, what's the stock that for you? Every time that you see a setup now, you just say like, oh man, you are looking forward to.
Oh, it has to be Twilio.
Twilio. All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because it definitely, when it starts moving, it will move. I mean, I think when we traded it was like $15 in 1 day or something like that.
Yes. This is what Mr. Thomas is referring to. Here's a chart of Twilio, folks. In case you haven't seen it, let's actually showcase the daily chart on here. This is the move that Twilio made since May. Yeah, Twilio was trading sub $120. Twilio, as of last Friday, the 31st of July, was trading at 277. So this type of stock can attract. And the truth is that prior to this date, Twilio wasn't part of our watch list, because let me tell you what's going on with the watch list. I have a limited set of stocks that I trade. So meaning the computer is always looking at those stocks. There are 70 of them. But my friend, is not so much because I've done a great job picking those stocks. No, it has nothing to do with the stock. what's going to be happening. And I'm telling that to traders. So Mr. Thomas, if you have your stocks that are not part of a list, because by now you see the same stock every single week. You have your watch list for next week, August 3rd, the same usual suspect are under. I will be taking stocks that you traders, you give, and then the machine, the AI is going to be alerting us when is the optimum week to trade them. That's going to prove that, hey, it's the signal that the AI machine, the successful trading AI machine is looking for, not so much the stock, because the stock, they have nothing special in them. They are standard stocks. I mean, we have the list here week after week. They're the same, your usual suspect stocks, right? Facebook, we even trade the indexes. I mean, this thing works with anything. So QQQ was here, and I think IWM was here the week before. Just that indexes are not really, not that they cannot. Indexes are not going to give you that 9% average trade. But if you catch an index that's moving on a daily basis, like SPY, which has Monday, Wednesday, Friday expiration, you can really make a lot of money. What has been your experience with, just in a limited time, Mr. Thomas, albeit, what has been your experience with SPY? What do you think of SPY, trading SPY?
SPY, I've done well, and it's hurt me quite a bit. So it just depends.
What's the challenge? What's makes SPY challenging?
The direction has been, not very consistent. I mean, the market makers, have been going up and down quite a bit each day.
Yeah. Let's showcase what happened yesterday here. I haven't made a video, but folks, last day of the month, this is what SPY offered us. A nice U, meaning that we gapped up, yeah, but based on those Apple, Facebook, and Amazon earnings, those are top holdings in SPY. For those who are catching us out there. And we gapped up to 326, and we sold off first. We did a head fake as if we were recovering. And all of this, my friend, by 11:15 Eastern time. And then we sold off. Finally, the ramp up to the close. So I think yesterday at the end, at the close, I was asking if anybody caught this. I think Mr. Craig, yeah, a new trader from San Antonio, he said that he traded this. But yeah, Mr. Thomas, I can concur with which he has been sharing. SPY can be very rewarding, but it can also really derail your trading, because following all of these moves is just, sometimes for me, is even tiring. So hence, a piece of advice for us, do we trade SPY? Yes, we actually, in the month of June, we had great success trading SPY on expiration Friday, because the month of June, I think, was one of our best months by far. This past week was challenging for us a little bit, because there were not that many stocks that had a clear set direction. So we can definitely attest of the experience by our trader of the month. So Mr. Thomas, let us know then. So after a month, you already made a trader of the month. So what's in store? What are your goals, let's say, for August, September timeframe?
And so just to give everyone a picture, there's a lot of other traders in here. I have a very small account. I know a lot of other traders have a larger account. So, I mean, my goal is to try to make about $1,000 a month in trading per month, and just continue to grow that small account. And then eventually, start putting more money into there. It's kind of what my goals are.
Excellent.
You mentioned the challenges, I think, is to be very patient, just to get more patient when you see the setup, and wait for it to run a little bit to get said, so you don't get that head fake and goes down. So those are things I'm working on to get a better trader each day. I mean, your service is great with the alerts, plus you're offering coaching within the membership, which you don't get that at other places. I mean, you don't even get to usually have communication with the other if you're in some of these services.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that. My friend, I really, really cannot say enough about which that you have been able to say about the system. So for me, here's what I can add on top of that. Again, this has been just 2 months where for me, before this system, it's not an unproven system. The system is proven to the point where not to the point. I try to tell traders that, hey, I have enough data on here to back up these results. Yeah. So hence, when you come in, the number one challenge that I'm hearing from traders, because they tell me, I've spent time actually asking traders, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm not doing so well. I'm like, what happened? For us, we have 10 baggers. We have, yeah, I've been trading something else. And Mr. Thomas can speak of this. Mr. Thomas, was it this week that you told me you are going to trade only the successful trading system?
Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago, and that turned me around, definitely.
Okay. So when you come here, folks, if you ever decide you are going to be, you have tried other services, it's perfectly natural. But guess what? If those systems that were working, ask yourself this, if you were super happy, content with the system that you had, you will not have been researching flow algo and then stumbling on successful trading. So give it a chance that, hey, do not miss the winning trade on here. And speaking of winning trades, we cannot finish this interview getting to know our trader of the month, Mr. Thomas, if we cannot talk about not 10 baggers, folks. No, Mr. Thomas, skip the 10 bagger level. He did a 20 bagger. So we want him to tell us through this experience that we have on screen on here. You see, folks, I'm not making stuff up. This is him posting his trade. This was July 24th, 2020, 61 calls on AMD. My friend, I'm going to shut up. You take over. You take the traders into what he felt, what he needed, and how you came about recording. We were calling it a 20, but yeah, a 20 bagger is 1,900%. So he recorded 1,992% on this trade.
Not quite a 20 bagger, but we were trading AMD that week, and it was your number one alert, and it had moved quite a bit, and I made 300 or 400% on it. I think it was on maybe the end of the week where you're like, we're indicating that this thing is probably going to drop a little bit, a couple dollars. I think you were mentioning that in the pre-market. So I started doing the puts. As like, I'm going to hold this was it over the weekend? I can't remember. Or maybe it was a Thursday night. So I'm like, I'm going to get a call at the end of the day. It's going to be cheap. And I end up getting the 61 call for 20 cents. And then I got it like 3 minutes before the close. And then the news of Intel hit that they had such bad earnings, and AMD, I think it was more of luck by me, but AMD then started really going up in price after hours. I mean, I think it went up $6-7 by the next morning. And so I played it a little bit the next morning, and then maybe after about an hour, decided, to get out. And I was like, I think I got a 10 bagger here. And when I calculated it, it ended up almost a 20 bagger on it. So it was an unbelievable trade.
All right. So what's your best advice when somebody, because out there on YouTube, I think Successful Trading Channel is beginning to be known as the 10 bagger channel or whatever. Well, rightfully or wrongfully, so we had a deck where we say that we have had over the last 10 weeks, 20 10 baggers. So that's a rate of, I don't know, let's say the number of 10 baggers divided by the total number of trades. I think I computed it because somebody asked us about our winning percentage. It was about 17%, folks. So 17% probability of a 10 bagger. But we really do not chase 10 bagger. At least I do not. If a trade allows us to do that, we get to 10 baggers. Yeah. In the case of Mr. Thomas here, he found himself in the right spot. Other traders have had 10 baggers on here. We have a channel for 10 baggers. But Mr. Thomas, what will be the one advice? If let's say somebody is looking out there, let's say they have made their mind, because we don't want to convince people they have to do the due diligence. The due diligence, they're researching the internet, whatever. But when they stumble on successful trading, if they start searching for flow algo or whatever, and they decide they want the membership, they subscribe to the membership, that's half of the work done. Yeah. What is the one advice that you want to give people today as a takeaway once they get in here to get them to the road of financial success or whatever objective that they want to achieve out of their trading?
From this system, the number one thing I think is that it's going to make you a good trader. You're doing this, you've got the alerts, but you're leaving it up to us on the entries and the exits and learning that technical analysis and stuff. You're not feeding us what you're getting into and everything. So for me, it makes me just a better trader. I started with limited knowledge and growing each week. I mean, there's some weeks you're not going to have as good as others, and if you stick with it, you learn quite a bit. You add a lot of content with pre-market analysis and as well as the coaching, which I'm going to continue to do each month. But I think that's it. You just become a lot better trader in this system.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you happen to be catching this show from. Here at Successful Trading, we are trying somehow to empower you, the trader, to take control. Because let's say tomorrow, I'm no longer there, Successful Trading doesn't exist. Well, if you have been fed all of this time about, hey, go buy this, go buy that, or shop this and shop that, you're going to have to move to another subscription service. Our intent is deliberate, and I know that is a discomfort. So if as of now for you rather want something of the type, hey, buy to open Apple 450 calls, whatever that's going to be trading next week, that's not going to be here. I mean, again, you saw it in the video, right? We provide every single week. As we speak, we are uploading our video for our subscriber this week. So Mr. Thomas and the rest of the traders, they will go and inside of our Discord room, they will find a set of stocks for which we have a very, very precise video on why we are taking them. And we will be trading them on Monday based on the setup conditions that we teach you in one of our videos. That's really as it gets. And so we don't take trades just as random trades or because we feel like. No, we make trades on option when the stock is showing us that, hey, this is the direction that's trading. So that means that if the market's going sideways and we get into those trades, we don't make money. But such is the case in option, right? You can hold a stock. If a stock is not moving, it's going sideways like Facebook did after earning. What did you think of the action on Facebook after earning on Friday, Mr. Thomas? That thing.
Oh, it was crazy. I think it was, I don't know how much they were up, 6 or 7%.
Yes, yes. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. We were trying to steal some money out of this. Didn't work out for us. Look at the movement, folks. This is what the computer decided to do on Friday. After the stock gain over almost $20. Yeah, because it hit 255. Wow. And sideways. So, but the strategy, Mr. Thomas knows what I'm talking about. We haven't been successful with it. A strategy of ours, we call that a gangster type of strategy where we're trying to steal something. It was a miss, but for me, I feel encouraged because if we were to apply that on SPY, Mr. Thomas, as I posted yesterday, the 322 puts, they would have given us a 10-bagger. Actually, more than a 10-bagger, 14-bagger. So they were worth 11 cents here at the top, and this candle on here made them $1.45. And here they were $2 here. I kid you not. When I saw that, I was sick to my stomach for the rest of the day yesterday, because for us we use SPY as proxy to the earnings of Facebook and Apple and Amazon or the like. But then when it came time to do our little thing, we went back to the stock, hoping that they will make a big move. They didn't. Apple didn't move that much. We didn't even get a feel to that. But rest assured, folks, we appreciate your time. We are striving to give you knowledge, content, and the assurance that, hey, it's possible to change your financial path through trading. A lot of people, I saw, there was a tweet. It wasn't my tweet. Somebody else tweeted it. Maybe I can quickly showcase it here. I just retweeted it. They were showing Mr. Thomas the number of accounts that have been opened since March the 13th. Let's finish with that, because that really tells people, some people will relate to that with the pandemic that has been going on, right? Here it is. Here's the tweet. So on the left-hand side, let's click on this one first. Net new E-Trade retail accounts open. You see, this is the month of March 2020, 260K. This is on E-Trade. Yeah, I happen to trade in E-Trade, so maybe that's why now they have slowed down a little bit. But look at it on the most popular millennials one, Robinhood. 14 million positions that they're trading SPY. This is the XPX. It's the jump that tells you how many people are involved now into trading. I don't know how it's going to finish. For us on here, I've been trading options, more particularly trading since 2014, option 2016. The level of interest, and that can only make the market more volatile. And with that, if you're a disciplined trader, I think our system, and you can try it or you can compare it to others, we will continue to share our results. Thank you, Trader of the Month, Mr. Thomas. We appreciate your time greatly, taking this time this morning from your schedule to be with us and to share your story. My friend, the final word is yours.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to acknowledge me during that July. So it's a great service that they continue on, and just to get better each week with you and my trading and taking it to the next level.
Excellent. So thank you, everybody. We appreciate your time, and we will catch you on the next month. Well, maybe with Mr. Thomas again, because it's definitely possible for the trader to be twice Trader of the Month. It's just based on what they do. That's the worst we can wish for Mr. Thomas. Bye-bye, everybody. Catch you on our next episode. Have a great day.